Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the dedication and media unveiling of the new City of Hartford Public Safety Complex. Thank you all for coming on such a, what we know is a very busy day for everybody. Following this brief ceremony, there will be a guided tour through the Public Safety Complex to members of the media and members of the community. It has taken a great deal of effort and dedication and hard work by a lot of people to get us to this day. And with that, I would like to introduce the Honorable Mayor Pedro E. Segarra.
Thank you, and good morning. It's finally good to be here. As you know, this has been many years in the making, and we're very proud and privileged to be here today. Thank you, Lieutenant Foley, and thank you everyone for making it here today. I first want to start by thanking, I'm going to keep it very short. I know that all of you don't like any weather below 75, so we'll keep it as brief as possible. But there are a lot of individuals that need to be thanked, and I'm not going to mention everyone, but I first want to start by thanking the residents and the community leaders of the City of Hartford, who for many years have realized that bringing our police department back into a more central location, as opposed to having it out where it currently is, and not only that, but also combining our public safety operations was a wise and important investment. And I think that the City of Hartford and its residents, as far back as during Mayor Peters' term, under his initiative, passed a bonding referendum so that we can start the process of actually constructing this facility. I want to thank some folks who are not here today, who were very instrumental in locating over $4 million, and that's former Senators Chris Dodd and Senators Joe Lieberman, who were very supportive of this initiative and found us additional funds. And want to thank our current and former city councils also for appropriating the funds needed. We have our council people here, Councilman Joel Cruz, we have Councilman Deutsch, Councilwoman Cynthia Jennings, our public safety chair, Cal Anderson, Councilman De Jesus, and Councilman Alex Aponte, all who are very eager to make sure that we continue to not only celebrate today this milestone in the City of Hartford, but celebrate the fact that we now have one very modern facility where we bring our different public safety forces, police, fire, and emergency medical services under one roof. So we're looking forward. I think that strategically, this facility will help us advance our city's agenda of development. We hope that this particular facility will have an incredible impact. We have learned from the shooting task force and Chief Rovella's strategic location of the public shooting, the shooting task force on William Street, the impact that location can have upon neighborhoods. And if you look at the crime statistics for that particular neighborhood, we have seen a significant decrease of crime. So we're hoping that as we make more efforts to develop North Hartford, and this is north of 84, and we hope that we can leverage this facility to make sure that one of our neediest communities continues to grow and prosper, and make sure that we tie this to our Albany Avenue developments and moving forward towards the communities that are in need. Having been through several hurricanes and storms during my tenure, I can't even begin to tell you how important it is to have a modern tactical facility that incorporates all the elements of emergency management. And I don't know how many of you have seen it, but most of you that will appreciate the tour, keep your eye out for what will be our new emergency command center. It not only will help help our residents to be safe, but it will also be an asset to our entire city and our entire region in terms of emergency management. Let me repeat what I said yesterday at the Rising Star breakfast. Our city is improving in its crime statistics. It is improving, but I'm not going to say that just to say that there it is, we've made some accomplishment. I recognize that I much rather be known for pointing out what yet needs to be done than for anything that has been done. So we do have more challenges ahead of us, but this building, this facility, and the investments that we are making will make us that more able to meet those challenges. You know, it's a little cold. I just want to say thank you. There's so many of you out there. I saw Pat Williams, who has been working in helping this effort since the late 80s. We have people here that have really worked on this for a long time, and to each one of you, those that I've mentioned and those that I've not mentioned, thank you so much. To our residents, this is your building, this is your facility. To the businesses, to our children, to our schools, this is our facility. Thank you for the investment. Thank you very much. Again, I want to congratulate our junior senator, Senator Murphy. Senator Blumenthal, you're no longer the junior senator. You had that privilege for 2 years. Now you're the senior senator. Thank you for being here. And Congressman Larson, refer to him as my dad. Not because he has more white hair than I do, but because he has really been very supportive in helping me to sharpen and define what the role of a mayor really should be, and I thank you for that. Anyway, without any further comments, thank you again for being here, and congratulations. It's a great building, and I look forward to visiting you more often.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Now please welcome the Honorable United States Congressman, Mr. John Larson.
Well, I guess I should start by thanking my son for his ongoing and embrace and love of the great city of Hartford. But indeed, as the mayor has indicated, this project, this concept, spans several administrations, going back to Mike Peters, and of course Mr. Perez as well. And now that my son is in charge, we've been able to bring this to fruition. But Mayor Segura and the members of the council and all in the community who have worked for this for so long, what a tribute to your efforts. We're very pleased of the amount of federal funding that was able to come to the city of Hartford. Federal funding during very difficult economic times. So what does that mean? That means that the people here in the city of Hartford who wrote the grants, who got behind the concept, who demonstrated what a coordinated effort could mean, and underscored the importance of public safety. It was because of your efforts, the collaboration between the departments and the agencies, and the effort that was put forward by you allowed myself, Senator Dodd, Senator Lieberman, Senator Blumenthal, and Senator Murphy, when he was in the House and now in the Senate, to be able to get congressional directed funding. I'm a firm believer in that, and it's the best way to represent your constituency is to hear out their needs and allow the talent that resides within our cities, our municipalities to come forward and compete. And when Connecticut competes, we win. We win. So kudos to all of you. I look forward to the tour and expanded opportunity. We all know we face very difficult challenges down in Washington, D.C., but underscoring those challenges are the challenges that we face in our own community. We are still reeling from what took place down at Sandy Hook. This facility underscores the need that this community, as the president outlined down there, has been in need of on a daily, if not weekly, basis. I'm proud of the efforts of this community, of this administration, and its continued leadership, and most importantly, of the people of this community. As Mayor Mike would say, go Hartford.
Thank you very much, Congressman Larson. And now please welcome United States Senator Richard Blumenthal.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you for having me. I'm here today with some of my favorite people in the whole world, police and firemen and emergency responders. Thank you for the great work that you do day in and day out. And you deserve, truly deserve, this state-of-the-art building. In fact, to say it's state-of-the-art is an understatement. But for me, the most important part of this complex is right behind us, paying tribute to the men and women who daily go from this building to the streets and neighborhoods and keep us safe and provide role models for our children, literally hour by hour, day by day, put their lives on the line, run into buildings that are on fire, toward the sound of gunshot. And this monument, in my view, is the most important part of this whole complex because it pays tribute, as one of the lines says, to the incalculable costs of public safety. What will happen in this building is leadership. Leadership by example. Thank you to Chief Ravello, Chief Casares, but most important to the men and women who will be out there on the streets, in the neighborhoods every day. Let them know they are never alone. Whenever we can be with them, whenever we can support them, whenever we can aid them, we want to be there. And I just want to say, Washington could learn one great lesson from today. When people come together, do the right thing, put aside all the petty differences that sometimes can divide them, they can get the job done. Thank you so much for the great work that you've done, and I look forward to visiting. I'm told that by being here today, I automatically have gym privileges. Is that right, Mayor? So you may see more of me. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Senator Blumenthal. And now, please welcome United States Senator Chris Murphy.
Well, Mr. Mayor, to my great friend John Larson and Dick Blumenthal, to the council, to everyone who made this possible, congratulations. I am here this morning to take absolutely no credit for this building. I am just here to, frankly, rest my legs on the shoulders of the greatness that made this possible. And to really applaud you for pushing through a lot of obstacles. The reason why a lot of these facilities get built out in the outskirts of cities is because it's easier to do that. It's harder to find a way to put a facility this big and this important in the middle of the neighborhood. There's a lot of reasons why you could have chosen to do this differently. But because of the commitment of community groups, of neighborhood groups, of the councils going backwards, you made the decision to locate this wonderful modern facility here and to frankly be a spur to further inspiration to come in neighborhoods going every direction, but in particular going into North Hartford. And I guess that's where I come into this. I don't sit here to take credit for this building. Congressman Larson and Senators Dodd, Lieberman, and Blumenthal did the heavy lifting to get the federal funding as well as the work of the state and local officials. But this building makes all of our work going forward to revitalize this neighborhood and the neighborhoods expanding from here a little bit easier. And that really is going to be the legacy. It's not just a modern facility. It's just not a great communication center. It's inspiration for redevelopment of neighborhoods. It's a chit in the pockets of those who are going to go fight for money to say, listen, the city is committed to revitalizing these neighborhoods, and so come with us, be part of this journey. The celebrations that we're going to have are going to be the most important. This one is really great, but this allows us to have a lot of victories into the future. I am so thrilled to have the opportunity to represent Hartford. I'm so thrilled to, frankly, begin my time in this job on such a great day, to be doing it with such a great team. Congratulations. Do great things.
Thank you very much, Senator Murphy. It's now my honor to introduce the Chief of the Hartford Police Department, Chief James C. Ravello.
Good morning, everyone. How do I live up to those speeches? I can tell you in police work we have bad days, we have good days, but we also have great days, and these are one of those great days. It's a stunning reality that we've been waiting for that is now here in our life, and I may have to date myself just a little bit, folks. As a young police officer in this city, I spent time in the booking facility at Morgan Street. For my next 20 years, I spent time at Jennings Road. And as the chief of police, I've now taken residency in the second floor office that looks out on this great monument to our police officers, not only in the city, but around the state and country. We are committed to revitalizing this city and making the economic growth work. We're nestled in a piece of history here, folks. The Isham Terry House was settled in 1896, and until 1970s was occupied. It's a time capsule. As you come around, you see the facade of our building and how it looks, the old Board of Education. And then you go around the block where you see the Keeney Clock Tower. And it's everything we want from our citizens and everything we want from our children. It was dedicated by the Keeney brothers to their mother, for no specific reason other than she was a great mother. Isn't that what we want from our city and what we're trying to bestow on everything we do? So, we're great neighbors, folks. We're great neighbors to the good law-abiding and the economic recovery. We're just fantastic neighbors. And we're not so good neighbors to those who want to not conform or to violate the law, because this is our neighborhood now and this is our city, and we take great pride in that. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I do want to make special thanks to our council people and to your predecessors who bestowed this generosity onto us and to the city, and more so to the citizens of Hartford for their generosity, because their heartfelt thoughts are with us, and we're going to live up to that. So thank you very much. I know it's cold, and thank you very much for coming today.
Thanks, Chief. Please welcome the Chief of the Hartford Fire Department, Chief Edward Caceres.
Morning. I'm still having a little trouble accepting the fact that the police department has a bigger building than the fire department, but I'll get over it. And I want to say welcome to our new home, City of Hartford's Public Safety Complex. We're honored to be housed in such a magnificent facility. Mayor Segarra, your continued support and commitment to public safety in Connecticut's capital city is demonstrated with your unveiling of this $77 million state-of-the-art public safety complex. Through Hartford's investment, our public safety departments are able to centralize our administrative and uniformed support staff that will lead to enhanced service delivery to all who live, work, and visit the city of Hartford. Mayor Segarra, you have made what was once a dream into a reality. Members of council, legislative leaders, we want to say thank you for allowing us to be housed in this magnificent building. The granite wall being dedicated today helps us to honor those who have given their lives in service to our community. The tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown is a prime example of individuals who have made the ultimate sacrifice to protect and serve. I recall daily the reason I joined the department. I wanted to make a difference after the death of 12-year-old Julio Lozada, who died in the garage collapse a few blocks from here. This is the neighborhood I grew up in. Hartford has come a long way from that horrible day in May of 1979, so it's important that we don't lose focus on who and why we serve this great city. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, Chief Caceres. I'd now like to ask our speakers to kindly step over to the balloons for the ceremonial ribbon cutting. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and all those who made this day possible. This concludes our dedication ceremony. We will now be giving you a tour of the facility.